Hello, everybody. So, I just finished work and it's Friday. It's 9 o'clock, and I have decided this is the right time to start my 24 hours reading challenge once again. This is like attempt number 5. I kind of failed the last attempt. I finished about I think I completed 4 hours in, and then I gave up completely. But this time, for real, I will do it. I was supposed to do this since Monday, but ever since Monday, I have been going back home late and I have been sleeping late. And then I didn't have time to read before I sleep. I just literally come back home, crash, and then wake up the next day, send Aoife to school, and then get myself ready for work. And then during my lunch hour, I just I just needed to sleep. If not, I could not could not continue working. So, since this is Friday and tomorrow is like the last day of my event, and then I don't have any events in the foreseeable future, so I'm thinking to myself, this is the right time. This is the right time, especially since tomorrow my workday is only half day and the event that I'm taking care of is also half day. So I will start reading tonight or tomorrow. But definitely this week, I have to do my 24 hours reading challenge I had from Monday. But what's done is done, and I'm just going to try my best. Okay? So, I don't know what books I'm going to read. I don't feel like reading any Kindle books right now. So, I'm going to focus more on physical books. Or should I focus more on I don't know. My wait, my arm hurts. My fingers hurt. Okay, hello everybody. So, I am doing my 24 hours reading challenge finally because it's Saturday and I'm finally free. I have done all of the events for my work. It's all done and dusted except maybe for the payment. But other than that, I have done everything and I am finally free. Because next week I don't even have any events to go to or to do. So, anyways, I'm doing the 24 hours challenge, and the first book that I have chosen to read is Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. This is the first book I've read from her, and I've been reading it for about 20 minutes. Hallie Welch fell hard for Julian Voss at 14 after they almost kissed in the dark vineyards of his family's winery. Now the prodigal hottie has returned to their small town. When Hallie is hired to revamp the gardens on the Voss estate, she wonders if she'll finally get that smooch. But the grumpy professor isn't the teenager she remembers, and their polar opposite personalities clash spectacularly. One wine-fueled girls' night later, Hallie can't shake the sense that she did something reckless, and then she remembers the drunken secret admirer letter she left for Julian. Oh shit. On sabbatical from his Ivy League job, Julian plans to write a novel, but having Hallie gardening right outside his window is the ultimate distraction. She's eccentric, chronically late, often literally covered in dirt, and so unbelievably beautiful he can't focus on anything else, until he finds an anonymous letter sent by a woman from his past. Even as Julian wonders about this admirer, he's sucked in further into Hallie's orbit. Like the flowers she plants all over town, Hallie is a burst of color in Julian's grayscale life. For a man who irons his socks and runs on tight schedules, her sunny, chaotic energy makes zero sense, but there's something so familiar about her, and her presence is turning his world upside down. I don't know. I'm not vibing with this book. I'm not sure if I want to give it a chance to read up until chapter 2, or should I just bail on this book early and just read something else immediately. And the reason why I don't like this book from the get-go is because I don't like the whole she's not like other girls type of energy, because from the get-go you can see that Hallie already doesn't like this new business in town called Uncorked, because it's taking away business from her favorite winery, which is Corked. And now she went to the store, the Uncorked store, and sabotaged Disco Ball, ran away and hide behind the mixer of her best friend's place, and then she because she was ruminating over what she did, and because she was like zoning out so much, she didn't realize she was going late for her 3:30 appointment. And then the 3:30 appointment called her and was like, "Hey Hallie, are you coming or what? Because right now it's 4 o'clock and I have a dinner to go to, and I'm pretty particular about like how I want my flowers to be." And then it just didn't vibe with Hallie, and she's like, "I can't do this. I can't do people trying to control the flowers that I try to plant. I'm all about gut and feeling." And then she's like, "You know what? My schedule's pretty packed. I have another um gardener that's really good at his job. Like I can give him a ring and give him your contact." And I don't know, the more like just from the first chapter, I just feel like she's such a loser. Like, you're 29, you don't have your shit together. I understand. I too do not have my shit together, but I don't go around sabotaging people's businesses, you know. I don't go around like shame people for going to a franchise or like a bigger business just to try it out. I don't like that, and I don't vibe with it. You know what? I'm just going to DNF this book. I'm not vibing with it. I thought it was going to be cute because I like the cover, and pink is my color of the year. But I think I'm just going to DNF this, and I'm just gonna read something else because I just can't stand it. I don't know. I think this is like a new pet peeve of mine of like not liking characters that are so. I'm not like other girls, you know. I'm anti-capitalism, anti-establishment, and I really ham-fisted, and I'm just like, bro, chill, you're 29. If she was like younger, maybe 25, 24, okay, sure, I'll give that psychotic energy a go. But you're 29, girl, get a grip. What are you doing sabotaging and vandalizing people's properties for? Like, so what? Like, you know, the thing that made me kind of annoyed already from the get-go is like, rather than shame people to go to your favorite winery, have you tried a better marketing tactic? You know, have you tried studying the opponent's um, marketing ways and study it and actually try to apply it to the winery that you go to? Have you tried that before you sabotage the disco ball? The disco ball did not do anything for you, okay? Did not do anything to you. Chill the fuck out, okay? Just chill out. Like, I don't. It is seriously such a hot day today. But anyways, so the second book that I'm going to read for this challenge, since I DNF'd the first one, is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I hope it's good. A lot of the Goodreads review that I read did say it's a bit, it's a bit typical. So I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. I'm not expecting a 4-star read. I just want the book to entertain me. I've only been reading for like about 43 minutes, and honestly, I keep dozing off. Not because the book is boring, the book is quite entertaining actually. I've chuckled at a few sentences. Um, but I'm just really tired from doing events this past week, and I keep wanting to sleep, so I've decided let's just take a break. Let's just take a nap before I want to do my gardening in the afternoon or the evening. And so I'm gonna pause my 24 hours timer, and we're gonna stop there. I've read up until page 16, and I finished 3 chapters. So far we have just been introduced to Joyce's POV, and then she's just been introduced to the Thursday Murder Club. And then, so the style of writing or style of POVs here is very interesting. I think we're going to get like every other chapter is going to be one of the main characters' POV, because we have Elizabeth, Joyce, Ibrahim, and Ron. And then I think every other chapter is just going to be a third POV, third view POV. Is that what it's called? I cannot remember. So I am excited. I have had this book for a while. I bought this ages ago, but I'm only reading it now because I prefer my Kindle. But for this challenge, I really want to get through my physical TBR. So all's that done. All's that done. My God, English not good. I'm going to bed now. Bye. I honestly don't know what happened. I was supposed to do the 24 hours reading vlog challenge thing during the weekend because I said that I didn't have any events and so I'm completely free. So I don't know what happened. I didn't read a lot. Basically, during the weekend, I just read for a week. Wait, no, I just read for an hour. Okay, in my timer, I still have 23 hours and 17 minutes. Just look. I still have 22 hours and 58 minutes to go. Roughly, it's still 23 hours. I don't know what happened, honestly. But yeah, during the weekend, I read about like an hour both days because currently I am reading the Thursday Murder Club and I am only at page 28, which is about chapter 6. And after that, I just completely did not read whatsoever. And today is already Wednesday. This is a disaster. So I'm hoping that I'm going to read a lot more like this week or today to, actually complete the 24 hours reading challenge. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a whole read with me type of video because I don't look the best right now. I'm using a face mask. My body hurts from yesterday's um, workout. Like, God, I haven't worked out in so long. I did my first squat in like months, and I swear to God, I thought I pulled a muscle. I squatted once, my back hurt. I was like, oh God, I really need to not only lose weight for aesthetic reasons, but also for health reasons. Because you're telling me I cannot do one squat anymore. Squats were my forte back in the day. Now, I don't even know what my forte is, but that's not the point. The point is we're going to read. So, we're going to be reading now. Hello, everybody. So, today is Thursday, and update on yesterday's reading. I read about like 20 minutes, and then I promptly fell asleep, and I've read up until page 42. So, the timing on hour? The timing on my watch is 22 hours and 27 minutes. It barely budged, I know, but I'm gonna try to read a lot today, like really ham it out. So hopefully today I'm gonna get lower than 20 hours. Like, I hope that by today the reading that I need to get done will be like 19 hours ish left to do. So I roughly read for about an hour ages ago. I finished reading around 11 and now it's almost 2. So in the meantime, after I read, I was like doing my household chores. So I have about 21 hours and I don't know if you can see 21 hours and 13 minutes still left on the timer. So my plan today is I'm going to obviously do my chores, cook lunch and maybe some dinner. One goes, I don't have to cook twice, and then I'm going to clean my room for a bit, and then do some gardening, and then I'll do my reading because then I feel like okay, I've done everything, and then I can really focus on reading. So in terms of how many pages I've read about like 100. Not really 100 pages. I think I've read about like 50 pages, and I am at page 100. And so far, I'm really enjoying this book because I just find it entertaining. It's entertaining enough for me whereby all of the private investigators are like these old people who are really amping up the stereotypes of old people where they're supposed to be like forgetful and like I forgot the word, forgetful and harmless, and they're really using it to their benefit, knowing full well, you as the reader knowing full well that these stereotypes do not fit for these characters. And also I do have other notes that I wrote them down. For example, at page 87, I kind of see that Joyce, which is the main character, because this book is written in two types of POVs. We have Joyce's POVs, and the other one is more of a third perspective. So at page 87, it shows that Joyce is not really close to her daughter. I wouldn't say estranged, but more towards like maybe distant. And then I kind of picked up hints where Joyce seems to be the type of mother that nags her kids, you know? So after a while, it's like, it's not fun to hang out with your parent when all they do is just pick apart your life. And you know it, they mean well, but at the same time, you just kind of like, dude, chill. Okay. I want to hang out with you as a person. I don't want you to just keep nitpicking through my life. Just let me live my life and let's just have lunch. I got that vibes from her. And then at page 92, I thought it was really cool that Elizabeth, another character, main character in this book, plays puzzles. Like she would write down today, she would write down a question for herself that she knows the answer to for herself 2 weeks later. And I thought it was like a really cool hack that you can do for yourself for like a remembering game. So you really get those brain juices flowing. And then the more I read through the chapter, the more I realized, like, oh, damn, this is actually deeper than that because she has her husband who I think either has dementia or Alzheimer's. I really need to look up the difference between the two, but he has either those two. And you start to realize that she's not doing this just because she's doing it because number one, I think she's scared to lose herself, her memories, because that's what makes you you. It's like all those memories and all those little tidbits make you, your whole personality and who you are. So if you start forgetting that, who are you? You know, so doing for me, when I see her do that, it's kind of like showing to us that number one, she's obviously scared of losing her memory. Number two, it's also kind of like a parameter to know if she's forgetting anything. And it's also kind of sad because she's obviously losing her husband, and her husband keeps remembering Emily, and he keeps thinking it's his daughter, but actually it's not. It's his first wife, uh, like 25 years ago. I can't remember. Like it's his first wife who he now thinks of as his daughter, and it's just sad to see somebody you love lose their memories. And then she doesn't want to send him to a home, and I kind of get that because it's like with this type of like brain disease, I would say, there is no coming back from it. So I guess in her mind, she'd rather just have her husband be taken care of by her instead of being in a like care facility where he doesn't know anybody and he's just gonna be alone. So yeah. Another thing that I have to say about this book is that I'm really not good at remembering names because Joyce is kind of going on a pseudo date with Bernard, but I cannot for the life of me remember who Bernard is. Is he the bus driver? And there's another character in this book, side character, and I'm like, who is that? Which is it goes to show that you shouldn't read a book when you're like half asleep because when you do read the other pages, you're just kind of like, what is happening? So that is the update for about like 3 hours of reading. And now I really need to do my household chores and then get back to reading, I guess. Okay, reading update time. So today is Saturday, I think. Yes, Saturday, the 25th of April, and it is currently 8:47. I read about like 26 pages today, and we are currently at page 127 of Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club. But seriously, I have not been reading consistently because this is supposed to be a 24 hours reading challenge. I'm still at 20 hours and 43 minutes. This is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good at all. And it's been like a week. Okay, so I think I've read a bit, and I read up to, I'm finally down to 19 hours, and so I've read a bit, I think up until page 100 plus today, and I am currently down to 19 hours and 51 minutes left. I was supposed to do more content for my Instagram, TikTok, and story for YouTube, but honestly, I'm just tired right now because I started my yard work a bit too early, like 3 p.m., and I've just been going at it for like 2 hours ish. So not only do I feel like I'm sunburned, but I also feel exhausted. Mochi, Mochi. Monday, and it is 27th of April. I was about to say October for some reason. Anyways, I've decided to quit the 24 hours reading challenge because it's quite apparent I'm not going to make it. It's almost like it's been a week. It's been over a week. I am not achieving that target, and I'm kind of over it. So I'm just going to chalk it up to being a failure, but it's okay. I'm just going to try again next time. I think the week that I tried it, it was just not a good week for some reason. So, anyways, the stats are I am currently at 19 hours and I think 7 minutes left that I have to read. But all in all, I think it's still kind of a success. Yes, I failed the 24 hours reading challenge, but the whole reason I was doing this challenge was so I would read. And even though I failed the challenge itself, I still kind of um I still achieved my overall target for doing these reading challenges, which is just to read, to make it fun for me to read. And that's all I got. So, yeah, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit this challenge because I'm over it. I don't think I'm going to achieve the target, and that's it. But I really like watching other people do the 24 hours reading challenge, especially Emmy, because I love watching her vlogs. And yeah, that's it. I'm over it. I'm done.